is followership, apathy, and indifference. Lack of love for the vision, for the nation. A lack of vision for the nation. Number 4 is the worship of money as a culture. The worship of money is a challenge, is an endemic, a pandemic situation in our nation. The worship of money. In 1 Timothy chapter 6 and in verse 10, the Bible said, for the love of money is the root of all evil, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Everything is all about money. Somebody gives a man who wants to contest election. Somebody gives a man who wants to contest election, gives somebody 5,000 naira to vote for them, and then hands over the remaining 4 years of their lives to everything they see. It is a plague that we want to trust God to break. A file needs to be pushed in an office. Somebody needs to be paid. A child needs to write an exam. Somebody needs to be paid. Some people need to do the work they will do. Somebody needs to be paid. Oh, it's a plague of money. A plague of money, a plague of mammon, where people don't care for tomorrow like Esau because of what they will eat today. Plague of money. In my village in the, I think, Second Republic, 1983 period, where MPN, UPN, PRP, and those 5 political parties in the village in those days, they were giving people money to vote, and then they made them to swear oath. The villagers, if we give you money, you must vote for our party. There was one man who swore oath and collected money from 5 parties. He swore the oath and collected the money. People were waiting for him to die because the oath must catch him. You know what he did? On the election day, he voted for all of them. He said, I collected money to vote. Vote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question is, what is the use of that vote? You understand? That is the kind of mentality we have in our nation today. Now, he doesn't care what happens to him for the future. Whether in preaching or in declaration, we must trust the Lord for the spell of money, for the grip of money to be broken over our nation. There are pastors and ministers who have made themselves servants of men, running around political office people and so on and so forth for some tiny peanuts. And this is a pastor's conference and I must speak. I'm very, very sorry to say this, but in a particular place, somebody is a pastor and he became a reverend. Then another person who was a reverend became a bishop. Then somebody who was a bishop became an archbishop. And somebody who was an archbishop became a prelate. That is on his own little church. I think that prelate had a church in primary school or something. And they were asking them, why are you doing so? They said, because people were giving envelope according to the title. According to the title. So he became a prelate that is meat. Oh, what a disaster. In the name that is above every name, Jesus the resurrected Lord, this grip of mammon, this plague of mammon over our nation, in the name of Jesus we declare it broken. We declare the plague broken. We declare the plague broken. We declare the plague broken. In the name of Jesus, the worship of mammon. Number 5 is followership, apathy, and indifference. followership apathy. You see, when you have a nation where it doesn't matter, the followership are apathetic. In the book of Amos chapter 6 verse 1, he said, woe unto them that are at ease in Zion. Followership apathy. People patient with affliction. People indifferent about their condition. Followership apathy is one of the greatest challenges of disastrous. It's an encouragement for disastrous leaders. Apathy, indifference. People not caring for who is coming into power, and whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Followers in Nigeria today is such a plague. What people should be lamenting about, they are joking about it. Before you know it, everything is turned into a play. They make some memes and some TikTok things, and everybody is joking about something that is serious. And then paradoxically, they are serious about something that is not serious. That is the nation we find ourselves today, where people are not serious-minded enough to say, wait a minute, what is going on here? For how long will this kind of situations continue in our lives and in our land? What must we do to have a change of story? Such an apathy. No, the apathy and indifference. What is happening, I don't know, and I don't care. All I'm doing is I'm just struggling for survival. Such an apathy. We ask that the Lord will break it in the name of Jesus Christ.
Guys, that was a very powerful video there. Firstly, want to appreciate Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche for that powerful clip. But the main center focus of this video is where Bishop David Abioye greeted Bishop David Oyedepo. There's been a lot of speculations from people saying, oh, we don't see Bishop Abioye together with Bishop Oyedepo after retirement and all, but it was a very amazing one to see that Bishop Abioye was able to greet his father in the Lord. I personally am so happy to see this, and it has put the body of the devil to shame. So if you are part of those people that will always tell you, I always say, oh, Bishop and Abioye are having so and so issue, it is a very clear evidence that Bishop Abioye and Bishop Oyedepo does not have any issue. Alright guys, God bless you. Don't forget to like our videos, comment, share and subscribe. Remain blessed. Cheers.